What's up, everybody? It's your boy mel.on.mars. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today is Tuesday, and every Tuesday we do an athletics/sports topic. And today is no different. Guys, several weeks ago I did a video talking about me as a Texas Longhorn fan, how I'm now rooting for the Oklahoma Sooners. And ever since then, guys, things been going the opposite direction that I thought it would go. Now, the reason I said this is because I'm a big fan of Kyler Murray, who's the quarterback of Oklahoma. Now, by all means, I'm always going to be a Texas Longhorn fan. But I just really got sick and tired of Texas showing a huge competitive game against Oklahoma, lowering Oklahoma in the rankings, and just for Oklahoma to just go right back to the national championship game anyway. I mean, Texas, in my mind, after they lost to Maryland week 1, I mean, the season was over. There was no more hope, no more assurity of going anywhere in the Big 12 and definitely nowhere in the national championships picture. But ever since then, guys, the thing has definitely shifted. That same day I did that video, Texas beat USC. And then they went on to beat TCU. And we beat Kansas State. I mean, when the last time we beat Kansas State, especially with Bill Snyder being around? I mean, it was incredible. But none of those wins compare to what the Longhorns did this past Saturday against Oklahoma. Guys, like I said during that video I did a couple weeks ago, I mean, it was a win-win situation for me. If Oklahoma goes all the way, I get to cheer on Kyler Murray. But if Texas beats Oklahoma, and hopefully they can go on to beat West Virginia, which if they don't, it will definitely be a disappointment at this point. Then the Longhorns at that point will be in the thick of the national championship conversation. And I'm sure by then either Alabama or Georgia should have had at least one loss. And they definitely got to play each other in the SEC championship game. I mean, Ohio State been playing a lot of close games lately. I mean, a lot of the teams at the top, somebody's going to lose. I'm sorry. So it's going to put Texas well in the picture. And maybe the competition committee will realize maybe that Maryland game was a tougher game than you thought. I mean, that was the first game Maryland had after the guy who died. I mean, that was a game that Maryland dedicated to him. I'm not saying that's the only reason they won, but I am saying that had a lot of emotional ties into how hard those guys played. So maybe the competition committee can take that into account. But guys, if you watch the entire video that I did a couple weeks ago, a lot of people don't. They just watch a part of it and make their opinion from there. I said by the end of the video that I will always throw up the hooker. It will never be, Texas will never go out of my heart. But I was rooting for Oklahoma to make it because I didn't expect Texas to do what they're doing right now. Salute to Coach Herman. Salute to Ellinger. I mean, salute to the massive wide receivers we have, the massive freshman running back we have. I mean, this team is impressive. I really see if we match up against the SEC team, it's not going to be a big time height and weight advantage this time. If you remember when Colt McCoy and the Longhorns went into the national championship to play against Alabama, it just looked like a high school team going against an NFL team. It was just a big time advantage that Alabama had. I don't see that happening this time, guys. If the Longhorns were to make it to the national championship or to the playoffs, they wouldn't be overmatched. They have some massive receivers, massive cornerbacks. The defensive line, offensive line looks great. I love what I see from the Longhorns. I'm super excited. If they can keep this going, I see us going a long way. Not saying win the whole thing, but being very competitive. And that's all you want as a Longhorn fan, is to be competitive and not get blowed out and, you know, not losing to Maryland. But guys, your boy mel.on.mars. Forgive me, Longhorns. I'm sorry. Forever rooting for OU. But for any reason, if Texas were to lose again and OU go undefeated and win the Big 12 championship, who knows? But OU be right back in the playoffs. And then Kyler Murray can still do his thing. Y'all gotta admit, y'all was impressed. Any Texas fans that hadn't seen Kyler Murray up and close before this past Saturday, you gotta admit that guy is impressive. Especially that 67-yarder he had along the sideline. Incredible. But guys, hit me in the comment section about how excited you are about the college football season. It's been an amazing season so far. And what you look forward to with your team, if it's not the Longhorns, what you look forward to going forward. If you are a Longhorns fan, tell me what you believe, how the rest of the season is going to pan out. Hook 'em.